Good morning, students. We are coming to Indian Constitution. As we are Indians, first we must know about ourselves. Till yesterday we were discussing about South Africa. It is to give an introduction that what has happened in other countries, how they were, how they had written their constitution. Now we are coming to Indian constitution. You just don't think that it was very easy process of making constitution. You know, India is a country of multiple languages, multiple food styles, dress styles, religions, traditions and customs. So all those things should be taken into consideration before we make our own rules and regulations. You know, even the school timetable is framed, we have to take the climatical conditions of that place, the festival of that place, the religious sentiments of that people, the food style of the people. Everything should be taken into considerations. Simply we cannot make us visit in a glass palace and make a constitution for the people, a rule for the people. It is not possible. So the reality should be known to the people. So the leaders who were writing our constitution were knowing the real life situation in the ground side or on the villages, to knowing their moment. Okay, let us see. So drawn up under very difficult circumstances. It was not drawn up in one day. Okay, sit down. Come on, four of us will sit, right, and give. No. It was not easy. People of India had become citizens from subjects. Till that time, till 1947, Indians were called subjects. Just no power to respond. No question will be asked how to rule. Just be obedient. Nothing to be spoken back. So from that society, that situation, we are moving to a situation where the people are free to speak, open up and find out the solution to their own problems. Earlier, finding the solutions to a problem was the responsibility of the king. Now, finding the solution is the responsibility of the people, it is our responsibility. If country like India should go in a good way, it is the responsibility of the citizens of India to do that. Each and every citizen should feel and should take care of it. Then only the country like India will progress. The partition of India created violence and hatred in the mind of the people. We know India was divided into two countries at that time, India and Pakistan. And Pakistan was again divided into Pakistan and Bangladesh. Okay. So, during the division, many who were born and brought up in present-day Pakistan area, they felt uncomfortable to live there because Pakistan is going to be a Muslim-dominated country. Many of the members wanted to come to India, they moved to India. And many people who lived in India, who felt uncomfortable to be in India, they moved to Pakistan. So the friendship, relationship, everything is broken. And on the way, they met each other, and they were hitting each other and trying to kill each other. So when somebody attacks our friends and neighbors and members of group, our own group, we feel angry and happy. So what happened ultimately? It led into the violence and hatred in the mind of the people. To cure that violence and forget that violence and start leading good life, it was not an easy task. So it was an horrible situation during that time among the leaders of India. Britain has independence. Britain has passed. There's a sentence missing. Britain has passed the Independence Act. As per Independence Act, left the princely states join India or Pakistan or remain independence. Britain, this only as per Independence Act. That H has come under. Okay. Britain, as per Independence Act, left the princely states to join India or Pakistan or remain independent. Means the kingdoms who were ruled by Indian kings like Mysore, Junagadh, Travancore, Hyderabad, Kashmir, like that 500 were there, more than 500. All of them could join with India or could be with Pakistan or remain independent. So some of them tried to be independent. So bringing them to be with India, it was also not an easy task. Many thought, why should we join? We can't be independent. We can be independent kingdoms. So that also created problems. So take that people into the mind, the rulers into the mind. And when the constitution is made, we must take care of all those sections of the people. So it was not an easy task also. So that responsibility was, along with the responsibility already, the constitution was being written in India. Tension and confusion prevailed in the mind of the leaders. They cannot sit, concentrate and do one activity. They have to think about many things. So in their mind itself there was a tension and confusion. What to do, how to do. Future was also not clear. What would happen for India? Right because a country like India is getting independence and there is going to have a constitution and a new governmental system is going to come. How it would be? Nowhere in the world like this it has come. If a constitution has come up in America, there was only black and white, and that is also black and white were ruling, and they wrote a constitution, they controlled it. Here it is not like that. Everybody was being given equal rights. How it would be? So that kind of feeling and tension were there in the mind of the leaders. An experiment they were living to. That is why Indian constitution is something great. The Constituent Assembly. What is a Constituent Assembly? So, a Constituent Assembly was framed or formed to make a constitution. So, a Constituent Assembly or a Constitutional Assembly is a body or assembly of popularly elected representatives which is assembled for the purpose of drafting or adopting a constitution or similar document. So it's a assembly, a group. Persons who are elected, popularly means all the members of that area, they have elected. As I told you, democracy is a government by elected representatives now. So, because everybody cannot participate, we don't have direct democracy. So, those elected representatives, they sit together and make a rules and regulations. So that is why. And our leaders at that time has taken utmost care that every section in the society is given representation in the legislative assembly, constituent assembly. That is a speciality of it. So a constituent assembly or a constituent assembly is a body or assembly. Think body means group of popularly elected means everybody should vote for it. Not one you come. It is not like that. People should be elected. Representatives, which is assembly, which is gathered together. They have come together. For what purpose? For the purpose of drafting or accepting. Then naturally there will be discussions and debates for that. Not even simply they will accept and draft the things. So Indian people had a long struggle to regenerate the country. So many days they have to take. Because India was having so many social, economic problems, to make the people active, to come out of that social struggles, it was very difficult process. So many divisions and opinions existed in the country. Contradictions were so many. One supports, other opposes. It's natural, but it was so much in India. First constitution was drafted by Motilal Nehru and 8 others in 1928. For India, first constitution. These members, under the leadership of Motilal Nehru, in 1927 Congress session, they have asked him to make a constitution for India. So in 1928 Congress session, the Constitution of India was presented by Motilal Nehru, who is the father of Jawaharlal Nehru. So, who is the grandfather of Indira Gandhi. So, then Motilal Nehru presented the Constitution. They discussed, but where to accept and implement it? There is no country. Country was in the hands of the Britishers. They were ruling. So, this constitution, which they have made in 1928, was the base. From there we can see. And we could tell to the Britishers that Indians are also able and intelligent to make a constitution for ourselves. It was not necessary that you must be there for every time. That was the intention of it. That they were publicly telling to the British government, we are able to make a constitution for India. So that constitution was made by Motilal Nehru and 8 other members together in the year 1928. Then Indian National Congress at Karachi session in 1931 made the decision or resolution that India will have a constitution, India will have a democratic government, India will have a constitutional setup and a republic. All those things, decisions and discussions were taking place in the Karachi session of Congress. Congress session in Karachi decided to have a constitution for India and a framework. So in 19, you must think that, so the rule book making of the Indian constitution thinking started so many years ago, not just in 1946 or 1947. 1928 itself the thinking was there. From that period onwards, the discussions and debates and arguments were going on to make a constitution for India. So, the laws were passed by the British. Now, it was a bit easy, sometimes we can think, because Britishers were making rules and regulations for India. Those some of the rules and regulations we have taken in our constitution. Mainly the Government of India Act of 1935. That has helped India in a little easy way to make a constitution. The laws passed by the British time to time helped India to design our institutions like Parliament, because there was indeed a legislature before independence. There was a judiciary. The judiciary was there in the British system also. But everything controlled by the British. And the executive was there. All those things helped Indian people to know or to make a constitution also a bit easy. And made a constitution making process a bit easy. Elections were held in 1937 to provincial legislatures as per the Government of India Act in 1935. Elections were held in 1937 and many members of Indian National Congress could become ministers. In many provinces, the Congress could form the governments. So they had an experience of it. But only thing is that all the citizens had no right to vote. Only few citizens, few people had the right to vote. The people who could not be called citizens, the people who are called subjects. So only few subjects had the right to vote at that time. And in that election, Congress could get majority seats in many places. So the Congress could form a government in those provinces. Government of India in 1935 framed a skeleton of Indian system. Congress formed a government after election. So they could know a little bit about administration. And the Government of India 1935 Act was a skeleton of Indian constitution. On that they put the flesh and made it a proper constitution for the people of India. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we will see from where we have taken the things of our constitution. We will discuss that. Thank you.